Check out this clip from the Monday Money Tip Podcast.
I had some data to share and see what you think about this, Bride. When we look at average college savings, and this is a great article that I found on savingforcollege.com, and also found a great college savings calculator that I'm going to link to in the show notes as well. But when you look at different ages of children, first off, the overall collective savings in a 529 college savings plan is $24,153. That's as of June 2018. So 24 grand. And that's better than zero.
That'll cover a year.
It'll cover a year. Yeah, that's right. For the average student, maybe if it's a public school. Definitely not a private school, and definitely not an elite, prestigious private school. But when you look at it by age, when parents have kids age 0 to 6 in the household, it's $7,929. If it's 7 to 12-year-old child, they have an average of $15,359. And 13 to 17 years, that means they have $27,559. And, of course, then they're at college. So the 18 plus is just a couple hundred more dollars at $27,778. And so, you know, that's not going to be enough to cover a college education unless your child gets a lot of scholarships. We've been blessed with that with our firstborn child. We're not guaranteed that with other children. And so we've been saving. And I just thought I would share in this current money events section that I would share ways to think about how much you need to save. If that's a dream of yours to help your child or your grandchild pay for their school, how much it should be. So really, one of them is to think about the age of your child. So think about the ages of your children or child, if you have one, or grandchildren or grandchild. And based on the type of school you think they're going to go to, that's going to really dictate how much you should save. And these are just estimates. But Jen, share for a 4-year public in-state how they can calculate, like a rough calculation.
You want to multiply the age of your child by $3,000.
That's right. So if you have an 18-year-old child, and you need to multiply that by $3,000, and that's $54,000. That's a pretty good number for public in-state school. Now we also have one if your child is going to a public out-of-state school. A lot of times the public schools will charge more if you're an out-of-state student. So what number should they multiply by then?
$5,000.
That's right, $5,000. And so if you take their age, by $5,000, an 18-year-old's going to have $90K. 90, not 19, 90,000. And if they go to a 4-year private school, what number should they multiply by?
$7,000.
$7,000. So that's $126,000. So that's something huge. It's a great thing for you to think about. Are you on track saving for that? And so let me give you some rough numbers to think about that you need to save from the time your child is an infant or grandchild's an infant to get to those numbers. And so the way that you can get to those numbers is to save $200 a month in a 529 for a public school student, save $350 a month if you're going to a public out-of-state school, and save $500 a month if you're going to a private school. That's if you get no scholarships. And so we know all your children, all you listeners, your children are above average, like Lake Wobegon. I don't know if you've ever listened to that show, listening to the show, but Lake Wobegon with Garrison Keillor, where he says all of our kids are good looking and above average. And I know your child is good looking, above average, and a stellar athlete who's going to go pro. So you'll need less than that maybe. But just in the off chance that they get injured or they have that dream school and you want to help them with it, those are some good numbers. And so we've included a link to some articles here and a calculator for college savings. And I encourage you to check it out because it is a great thing to be able to look at your child in the eyes and know, hey, you get to choose a college and it's all paid for. And if you don't mess around and you don't major in partying, you're going to graduate with no student loan debt. And so that's it for today's current money events section.
For full episodes, subscribe to the I Was Broke, Now I'm Not YouTube channel.